Checking out the new things. Look, yeah. See, I'm curling some dumbbells. Woo! Weekend warrior mode. Who's in it? Right, joking apart. I just wanted to get a quick video up just about going into weekend warrior mode. A lot of people seem to do this, and what I'm going to just describe weekend warrior mode, and that basically means, with these distracting dumbbells, obviously, weekend warrior mode basically is what I term as somebody who basically eats really well all week, trains hard all week, but then gets to the weekend and they're absolutely blasting it in terms of alcohol, loads of processed foods, loads of indulgent calories, way above where their normal level is. Now, my solution for you is, and it's something that I'm going to teach you a little thing that the way we got taught as PTs to do it, but which I'll tell you about in a minute. But what happens is most people overconsume. So if you're wanting to make a deficit for fat loss, then you need to make sure your calories on the down low. Now, it's all great having your normal structured week, because most people do have a structured week throughout the week, and then when it gets to the weekend, their structure goes out the window and things alter. And that's when things start to throw a bit of a hissy fit and a wobble, and that's what I see in a lot of people. Now, there's a few solutions for it, and I don't believe in having a fully restrictive diet. You know, having a pack of Maltesers or, you know, a beer at the weekend or a glass of Prosecco is cool, but the big but is you can't do it every day, and you can't do it over the top as well. And I probably wouldn't even recommend doing it every week in most people's circumstances, not if they've got a lot of weight to lose. So I'm going to just tell you a little solution. Back before I became a trainer, I was into going to the gym regular, usually 3 to 4 days a week. Enjoyed going for a long run, and although I knew something about nutrition from reading men's health magazines, because there wasn't the internet around then as prevalent as it is now, I didn't bother doing anything other than restricting calories too heavily. Now, that was great. I did it all week long, and then come Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Friday and Saturday even, I'd be out on the alcohol, supping away, not lifting dumbbells, but lifting flipping drinks glasses, and I consume. Then I'd have a takeaway in the evening after that, because I'd been out with my friends. And then on the day after, which is hangover day, so your recovery day, you end up craving loads of sugars, so because your blood sugars drop because of the alcohol from the day before, and consequently it triggers you, along with the tiredness, it triggers you to want to eat more carbohydrates and sugars. So I end up eating shitty foods on the Sunday as well. Consequently, what do you think happened to my weight? It didn't change, or it went up, and I used to get very frustrated. Anyway, I tried some other tactics along the way with regards to dropping massive amounts of calories, and it's not something that I think that's a great way to do it, because you just end up losing weight, you don't end up losing body fat. And basically, I ended up we ended up going to the PT course. While I was on that, on one of the weekends, one of the weekdays, sorry, not weekends, didn't do it on the weekend, they explained the system. They got everyone to raise their hand and said, right, tell me how many days a week you eat well. You know, how often you have a cheat meal, blah, blah, blah. So the first question was, do you have it like once a week? Then it went to once over the weekends, and so on and so on. And you wouldn't believe that the majority of the PTs in that room actually put their hand up saying that they actually binged or gorged over the whole weekend. So the trainer that was training us, our master trainer, whatever you want to classify him as, gave us all a suggestion. And ever since then, I've used his rules to follow by, which was, instead of just following a weekday warrior diet and doing literally 5 days of eating well and training hard, what I did was I gradually reduced it down. So at the weekends, where I used to overindulge on both days, I ended up not going out one day or cutting something down and not eating crappy food. So I'd make sure all my meals were prepped and I was covered for the Sunday. So I went down to just having one cheat day. And then eventually I cut it back down to half a cheat day. So I only had the cheat meal in the evening or in the afternoon, or ate what I wanted in the afternoon. And then I cut it down to just one meal a week. And that's the way it's been. Now, when I go through very short, transformative pathways where I've got a short time span, then I need to chop that out totally. But that's when I'm doing a really short turnaround, and I'm not a big believer in doing them anymore. I've been there, done it, don't want to do it again. I didn't enjoy it, I didn't enjoy the process. And the key is to enjoy the process with any weight loss or diet formation. So what I'm saying is, just have a think about what you're doing this weekend. I want you all to go and have a brilliant weekend. I'm planning to have a good weekend. We've got go over to Wales to pick Justine's daughter a bike up, and then tomorrow I'm planning to work all day because I've got some important stuff that I'm planning to move the business forward with. So, you know, obviously enjoy the weekend. Have your treat, whatever it might be. If you have treats, not everyone does. Some people use alternatives. Just be mindful of how much you're eating. Just think about what you're actually doing on both of those days. Is it dramatically different to what you're doing in the weekdays? Maybe you need to look at that. It's not always just a case of going, yeah, I'm not losing weight because of this, this and this. It's a case of assessing what's going on. Look for the commonalities. Is it only the weekends you're eating too much? If it is, you need to break that habit and change it. Okay? It's quite, you know, it sounds daft, but for me, obviously, I'm in the industry, so I understand. It comes natural to me. But some people just don't think about those things. So make sure you're getting a sweat on like I am on this video, because can you see all the sweat? But yeah, seriously though, right? If you're one of these people that are weekend warriors and you're doing everything right in the week and then you're not following anything at the weekend, you're not going to get anywhere doing that. You need to be focused and just cut everything down a little bit. Okay? Even at the weekend, just be mindful of what you're putting in your mouth. Still have your treats, but just be mindful, because it's still calories, right? And there'll be more calories in the bad stuff than there is in the good and the nutrient-dense stuff. All right? Anyway, just wanted to do a quick video on that. Enjoy. I'm going to finish getting the workout done.